backside, stiffing the inside. He spun him!
We're having some full-wide racing here. This is crazy. Oh, the wrecking!
Oh, man, 2 out! Caution on the... Oh, no,
Have you ever desired to show off something you created, like we'll say in racing, or in this case even sim racing? While on the track, simulator, hauling close to the ground in a cart, Abruzzi Racewear has you covered. If you've ever needed to promote your team logo, name, colors, or just feeling a bit more confident in your sim rig, Abruzzi Racewear is your answer. Team shirts, jackets, and even hats, they go the extra mile. Custom race shoes to gloves and even cart suits, Abruzzi has the supplies to fit your needs. Customizable from team names to colors, and yes, you can even have your own name embroidered just the way you want it. In sim racing, they give you the comfort and feel of being strapped into a cockpit to bring the experience closer to the way you desire it. Their range of sim apparel has been created to not only meet and exceed the highest levels of comfort and quality, but also to enable you to make it yours. To add your personality, take a look today at AbruzziUSA.com to see the lineup and what they have to offer. AbruzziUSA.com, with customization at heart, your wear, your way.
Alright, welcome race fans here to another exciting night of racing here with Gulf Coast IndyCar Racing Series as they get ready to take on the legend, yes, the legend of Kentucky here. It's going to be a fun race here as always here with the IndyCars, and I'm happy also going to be able to, going to be able to bring up good old Zach Hall. How you doing, Zach?
Doing great, Robert. Glad to be back here. It's been a little bit. Happy to be back in the booth with you here tonight for the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series Racing League. That's a tongueful.
Yeah, tongueful. All right. Well, appreciate everybody tuning in out there. You know what to do on this stream. Don't forget to like and share and follow. We will have Lee Tidwell hopefully joining me and Zach up here in the booth in a little bit later. He's out running around down trackside trying to get food like he always does.
Classically, right?
Yeah, classically. Yeah, that's right. So what are we looking forward here tonight, Zach, here at Kentucky, the legend Kentucky now. Not the new paved model, but, you know, the old Kentucky here with these Indy cars.
Yeah, definitely. So we just actually got the new version of Kentucky in the iRacing, of course, but we're taking it back to legacy Kentucky, where really, really that's most of people's memories on iRacing is at this Kentucky configuration here. And yeah, it should put on a heck of a show here with these DW12s here tonight, Robert. It's going to be interesting. You know, the way this track is a really, really bumpy racetrack. So first of all, that's already a handful in an IndyCar right there, first of all. So that adds to the equation right there, because these cars are so low to the ground, and I'm sure it's going to be pretty tough through the bumps. But 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are just completely different corners. So really, we're just going to have to watch how that changes, where the lines are at, and if you can follow through 3 and 4, as it's a little bit more of a tighter radius corner and a little flatter than 1 and 2.
All right. Trying to get stuff set up here for everybody.
Yeah, it looks like we got about a minute left here, Robert, in qualifying. Less than. So, and Josh Garner right now on the pole, actually. By 0.02 of a second, actually. So, very close times here for qualifying at Kentucky.
Looks like everybody took their laps already.
I believe so. Simon Keene and Bill Schwabauer have not, but
okay.
There is only 30 seconds left. They're not out there, so it does not look like they will be partaking in qualifying.
10-4, all right. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't seeing something and my data wasn't updating the way it should be, but all right.
So under the 10-second mark now, so we'll roll over into our starting grid here for tonight for Gulf Coast IndyCar Racing. And man, the time's really, really close here, Robert, so I'm excited for this race to get kicked off.
Yeah, I was just ready to say the times look really, really close. As we bring up the qualifying. Give me 1 second there, Zach. I do apologize to the fans. Apparently everything wants to turn on at once when it's not supposed to. Like, why is it doing that? I have no clue why it's doing what it's doing. Anyways, qualifying results are up there, Zach, if you want to run through them real quick while I see what's going on here.
Yep, I got that. So tonight, starting on the pole will be Josh Garner in the 12 IndyCar here. So beside him will be Gary Corley there. Third place will be Max Davies. Fourth will be Charles T. Starting fifth tonight will be Cody Bullock. Starting sixth is Joe Hutchings. Seventh is Josh Apollos. Eighth is Cody McCauley. Then ninth is Simon Grills. 10th is Joe McAdory. 11th is Nicholas Winook. 12th is Brandon Pascalacqua. That's our favorite name there. 13th is Garrett Hall. 14th is Jeffrey Duncan. 15th Lanty Mills. And 16th is Simon Keene, but I don't believe he's starting. But we do have Bill Schwabauer starting 17th shotgun on the field.
All right, and that's going to be your starting grid here tonight with Gulf Coast here at the Legend, Kentucky. I'm just going to call it Kentucky. Can we just call it Kentucky?
Yeah, let's just call it Kentucky.
Okay. Get myself.
We ain't got to call it the Legacy.
I was going to say I'm going to get myself all messed up with what track we're at. Wait, we know what track we're at. The one that the lights work at night.
Actually, I think that during this last patch there was a fix for that. This very latest one. So.
Oh, did they finally fix it?
I think that was in the notes. I can't remember correctly. I think though.
Well, thank God.
Because I remember reading it and being like, I was like, Robert would smile.
Man, crazy trying to drive around there at nighttime. Especially
it was very dark.
Broadcast yet. Can't see nothing.
That is for sure.
All right. Well, hey, it looks like Joe made it into the field here tonight. He was having some power outages that I seen on Discord. So he was mad, and now he's probably happy.
Yeah, he got in enough time to qualify sixth still. No laps in qualifying and hopped in, and he got this one in by the hair because I was hearing him talk about he probably wasn't going to make it. So he lucked into this one. Hopefully he can stay stable through the race, and we'll see what he can pull off here with no practice. But
well, that's
qualifying.
That's the thing here. He just hopped in. His house had no electric for a couple hours. He said it was 90 degrees in his house.
Oh.
So he's sitting behind the wheel, probably sweating with the air conditioner running, going, please cool down. This is hot.
Hey, that's realistic.
That's called a dedication.
Definitely
that's
is
called,
there.
But pace car is off. We're going to get ready to rock and roll here, Zach, as Josh is going to bring them down to the green flag, and off we go.
Yes, we are. 100 laps tonight here in Kentucky. Josh Garner going to carry us down to turn 1 for the first time in that number 12 machine. And you're going to have side-by-side action there for a second between Gary and Max. Max looks like he's going to slide up into that second position. Well, actually, Charles T's going to now start to look here on Gary, going to back out of that. These guys are going to fall into line here as the battle continues on. Fifth back with Cody Bullock.
I was watching Max there in that 51 there, all practice too, and he seemed pretty fast all practice. He was up there running on top of the board. Qualified, third, but he seemed like he had a pretty good car. And I think the main thing that these guys are going to be having to struggle or just try to figure out is the arrow push. When you get behind somebody, these things are going to push towards the wall. So when do you get on the gas? When do you get off the gas? You know, things like that, Zach.
Definitely, that's a very huge thing here at Kentucky, Robert. As you can see, these IndyCars are a little different than the Cup car. Looks like a lot of these guys are actually shortening the bottom to go all the way to that line down there to get that grip, as the Cup cars run a little higher up. Actually, some contact in the back here. We're going to have a wreck here with Cody Bullock. Oh, man, they're flipping, Robert.
Oh.
That is going to be Cody Bullock involved, Simon Grills, and Nicholas Nook. So there's 3 cars, all 3 upside down.
Oh, one up into the wall. Somebody else got into the 33. And, chain reaction there, Zach. And you're right. Oh, all of them on the lid, like you said. Up, over, toppling, do-si-do, turn 4. Wow. What a wreck. Well, they do got a fast repair, so, but, man, you didn't want to have to use that early.
3 laps in.
Yeah. I mean, now you got to play the take it easy game, which you should automatically, but some people don't, they race a little harder. Yeah, but I'm going to give a shout out real quick. Cedric Hunter out there, thanks for tuning in. I see Mr. Lee Tidwell is tuning in on Facebook. Eventually he should be making it up in the booth. I know he's probably still running around down there for a funnel cake. I know it is.
You know, in these times, this day and age, it's hard to get a funnel cake, at these racetracks. So I think he might be looking for a while. I'm sure at some point he'll get up here. I mean, he might be a little sweaty, a little stinky, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You ain't got to worry about that because you can't smell nothing through TV.
Well, that and we social distance.
Exactly. We're 6 feet apart right now.
That's right. That's
Way
right.
more than 6 feet apart, actually.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely. But I've already seen some pretty interesting things, Robert. I gotta say, Joe Hutchings, he literally just hopped in here. Qualified 6, didn't run the practice, had issues with his power. Gets in here the last second, qualified 6, like I said. Then he just made a 3-wide pass on the very first lap, like around the top of the right against the wall, and it was an amazing pass. So he's already out here getting in the groove. He's actually broken to the top 5 too. So with that,
yeah, he did. Yeah, best lap of a 24.7. Not bad. Hey, he's quickest time as the leader of Josh, 24.7. He had Gary. See here, he has a 24.8, and then Max's fastest was a 25. But again, this is 4 laps into it. Some of these guys, take it easy, no rush. It's a 100-lap race.
All right, what I miss?
Oh, wait. We found Lee. Gentlemen.
Did
Lee,
you find a funnel cake?
Did you find a funnel cake?
They had to cook them. That's why it took me so daggum long. I apologize.
And you got your Mountain Dew.
Got my Mountain Dew, got my funnel cake. I am ready to go here with Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. I see we're on lap 6, and we're at a caution. What happened, fellas?
You wrecked everybody by throwing powder on the track.
Dude. You can't
running
blame
across
me for
the
white
track
powdery substance in Kentucky.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We're going to go into the next subject. Anyways, welcome Lee Tidwell to the booth here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Everybody knows good old Lee Tidwell.
If they do, I apologize now. You never know. But, yeah, I'm so excited to be here. This is Legacy Kentucky, too. Did not know that until I got into this race. So completely different than what we saw a few weeks ago when we were here. Though the turns are completely different, the straightaways are completely different, the track feels different, the grip is different, everything is different. And then let's just throw Indy cars on it and make it fun.
That's right. And like I was saying, this track's pretty interesting. You know, I want to see once we get going green here, guys, like to really see which corner is the tougher corner to follow. I would think 1 and 2 would be the easier corner to follow tonight, just due to it has a little more banking than 3 and 4. And 3 and 4 usually seems to be like a one line, very much groove track. And I think with that little bit of progressive braking they have in 1 and 2, it might be able to make some side-by-side racing there and see if someone can set someone up. But so far, it looks like it was pretty tough to follow through 3 and 4. But very, very interesting track with these cars. Bumpy track, so always tough in the IndyCar when it's bumpy.
Yeah, I mean, you think about a lot of these legacy tracks, Kentucky, Daytona, whatever, and the bumpiness, it'll knock you out of the groove. It'll knock you into someone. I mean, you really got to be careful when you're out there and the bumps on this track. And especially with the Indy cars and how upset they can get just by airflow.
Yeah, and most of these cars, they do generate downforce, of course, with the wings on the car, but most of the downforce is actually generated by the floor of the race car. So pretty much you're trying to get the floor as low as you can to the ground to create as high as a pressure as you can under the race car to cause a low pressure, right? Well, I'm trying to explain aerodynamics, but I'm gonna stop. We'll not get into that later, but yeah, mostly they make downforce, like I said, with the floor of the car. So when you bottom out, you pretty much lose most of that downforce. So it definitely bumps play a big factor into that, and these guys are going to be fighting bumps on the straightaways, the corners, everywhere. Pit road probably too.
Yeah, and there was something I was going to say, and then I started looking at the advertisement signs that's behind 1 and 2, and I'm like, oh, those are different, and I forgot where I was going to go with that. But hello to everyone out on Facebook. As I am monitoring the chat, hello, Robert, not our Robert, but Robert Dietz. I hope it's Dietz. I hope your last name is Dietz. Robert Dietz is a cool name. Cedric Hunter out there. What up, Cedric? And I every time I picture Cedric, he's always got on a pink Hello Kitty t-shirt. I don't know why, but that's in my head. That's all he ever wears.
That would be very funny to see. I'm not gonna lie. 6'4" Cedric with the Hello Kitty t-shirt.
That would be outstanding.
We might be able to get one of those. That's what we can get for his picture at WSSR, the driver info.
Yes.
We'll talk to him about that. We're going to have to set that up now, Lee.
I will sponsor that picture. I'm sorry. I'll just sponsor the picture if he'll put it up there. And I can see that Legacy Kentucky is like New Kentucky, where cautions are forever today long.
Yeah, and I actually figured this out. So this is actually when iRacing brought in the shorter laps at super speedways, because actually at the super speedways you do one less lap now, a quickie yellow there, and these tracks actually seem like they got one more lap. So that was the cause. It seems like 1.5 and 2 milers are the ones suffering from right now to the extra lap of pacing. So
yeah,
definitely something a little weird there.
It really is, and there's so many of these 1.5 all over the place that everybody runs that it just makes caution seem unbearable. What is good about Legacy Kentucky over New Kentucky is we can actually see the infield, and it's not just a black abyss.
And, I actually think they fixed that last patch. Hopefully, I believe I read that. But it was very dark in the infield. Let's just say Kentucky before, or the newer Kentucky. So you definitely can see the infield here. But we're about to go back green racing, guys.
All right, here we go. Green racing, green flag as the pace car will pull off. Gardner in first, Corley in second, Teed and Davies in the second row, Hutchinson Hall in the third row. Gulf Coast IndyCar Racing League here, lap 10 of 100 as we cross the line at Legacy, Kentucky. We're going into one. Garner will take the lead. Corley falls in behind them, followed by Max Davies, Charles Teed, Joe Hutchins, and Garrett Hall. And whoa, what happened there? Was that the leader?
Yeah, Josh Garner, just dead right, guys. Dead right. He got the apron. He got on the apron. he just made a big mistake right there. Like, still,
Oh
wow.
my goodness.
That happened in a blink of an eye for him right there. That just snapped when he was on that apron. He tried to correct it, but as soon as those front tires gripped, guess what? You know, that usually happens with these high downforce cars. They
Man,
just seem to, when you lose them, they just go.
that shake and bake machine, man, as you said, and you know, in the cup cars and the trucks and ARCA, you touch the apron, you get a little loose, but man, he shot beeline from the apron to the wall and was out. The leader of the race takes himself out on lap 10. Goodness.
He's lucky to get back to the pits, guys.
Oh yeah, that car, man. I mean, that was it's lucky it's
That was a
virtual.
violent. Yeah, that was a very
was
violent hit. It happened so quick that it was like it didn't happen. It was one of the things that you're like, did that just happen? And it did, but man, I'm sure it scared everybody in the field too, because that happened before everybody else's eyes.
Yep, and we'll have that single file restart, I am assuming, since we did not get to green or one lap of green after the yellow. But while we're under this extended Kentucky caution, let's remind you the fine sponsors that help bring you Freaky Fast broadcasting every night. I said that very mushed mouth. I just got home from work. I apologize. I have Bobby syndrome. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience. The ButtKicker Gamer2 lets you feel every detail, from subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10 powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving a physical mass instead of only air like traditional speakers, the Gamer2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the Gamer2 at thebuttkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20. That's Freaky with 2 E's. FreakyFast20 for 20% off your order. Don't start me laughing, Robert. For 20% off your order of the Gamer2 at thebuttkicker.com. Also brought to you by BruzyUSA.com. That's a Bruzy, ABRUZZI, USA.com. Your wear, your way. From sim racing gloves and apparel, karting gloves, boots and apparel, personalized team items. There's so much cool stuff on a BruzyUSA.com. You got to check them out and just go over there and look. And I guarantee you're going to find something that you like that's above $30. And guess what? Freaky Fast is going to help you out with that. Use promo code FreakyFast. Once again, Freaky with 2 E's, Freaky Fast, for 20% off your order of over $30 or more there at BruzyUSA.com.
All right.
Freaky Fast Broadcasting also brought to you by iPitting. The iPitting board is a web tool designed by probably by and for iRacing teams. It helps you create an iRacing series board for all your teammates. It provides a clear vision of every data point they need, from schedules, results, championship points, standings, and more. It doesn't help when your producer has the giggles in your ear. It's also a great help for your team's community manager, who can use the tool to share on social networks your team's achievements, rosters, broadcasting info like here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting, and much, much more. That is the iPitting board at iPitting.com. Why did I go to, I didn't even turn back on iRacing. Robert's got me laughing so much. We got back to Kentucky. Guess what, gang? We're still under caution. But Garrett Hall, Joe Hutchings, Brandon, oh my gosh, I don't have his pronunciation. Big Mac, what is it?
Big Mac. Just call me Big Mac.
No, look, man. Look, they said that because I was talking on a broadcast with Joseph, and me and Joseph are both play-by-play guys, right? And I'm like, look, man, we're both play-by-play guys. It doesn't work. We need a color guy, an analysis guy to be there with us. And someone on Facebook chimed in like a Larry Mac, and I'm like, yes, Zach Hall is my Big Mac.
Okay, I'll take it.
You're now Big Mac. Zach Hall. Pasalacqua.
Pasalacqua. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
You gotta say it like the pronunciation.
You really do. Cody McCauley pitted on lap 11. Lanny Mills on 11. But Joe McAdory, I like how Joey joined us for a broadcast as well, pitted on lap 11. He did a great job, by the way. Jeffrey Duncan on lap 11. Josh Gardner was on 10. So Josh Apollos, Charles Teed, Max Davies, and Gary Corley, they stay out. So your top four stay out. Everybody else on new tires. Even the guys that pitted on lap 0's got fresher tires than Corley, Davies, Teed, and Apollo.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, this will be interesting. I don't think the tires are gonna be a huge issue personally. I think it will help a little bit, but the fuel, if he's got other guys added fuel into the race cars, that'll slow them down as much as the tires would, slow these guys down. So it should be pretty even, but it definitely puts these other guys on maybe a different strategy possibly. I don't know the fuel mileage, so that'll be interesting to see if they can stretch it at some point if they have fuel here. But yeah, looks like Josh Garner did stay on the lead lap, so we can't point that out. He did take his fast fix, and he stayed on the lead lap. So the leader pole setter who caught the apron there in a dramatic fashion wrecked. He's still got a shot here. He's still got his chance.
He is going to try to shake and bake.
And bake. There we go.
So 1 to go to green. Am I live yet? No, I am not. So now I'm back live. 1 to go to green, and we will stay single file because we did not get one complete lap of green flag racing after the caution. So Corley will lead them to the line. Max Davies in second. Charles Teed third. Josh Apollo's fourth. Garrett Hall in fifth. Joe Hutchings sixth. Brandon Pasalacqua in seventh. Cody McCauley in eighth. Lanny Mills in ninth. And Jeffrey Duncan will round out your top 10. Your big mover right now, Garrett Hall, up 8 spots to 5. Right now, you're big loser, but that fast fix hopefully will help him out. Was your leader, Josh Gardner, down 10 spots, sitting in 11th now.
Yeah, he's still got a good shot here. He just, of course you don't want to use your fast fix ever, but sometimes it comes in handy, and you might never need to use it again. But pace car's going in.
Yeah, here we go. Pace car will go in, and we will go green flag. It'll be lap 16 when we cross the line. Corley is taking his sweet time, and here we go. Engines rev up, and we go green. We go across the line. The battle is going to be back in 6th position with Joe Hutchings involved. If the leaders just settle in single file, Hutchings moves up to 6th.
He might make, he's on the side not to take it through weather. He could have done that, but good decision on him to be patient here early in this race.
Yeah, so Garrett Hall will move to 4th. Hutchings will be in 5th now. Josh Apollos falls back to 6th position. As we cross the line here in Kentucky, the front 3 are starting to jockey around a little bit. That's what I like to see. I like to see these leaders get a little shake and bake go. Corley, Davies, and Teed. As they come out of 2, Davies got to run, goes to the high side, not the preferred line here, Big Mac.
Definitely not. That's what I said. The 3 and 4 is gonna be so tough just to even pass and even follow. So we're going to see something interesting here in 1 and 2. I think be done to make a move.
So 1 and 2, it looks like everybody is staying low, at least the front 6. We come down the backstretch, and then we're going to have lots of moving. And then as we go into 3 and 4, watch. They're all taking almost a mid line, and then some of them even going high. They're not hugging that yellow line in 4 like we traditionally see at Kentucky.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting lines here, and I think, that's just having to do with these Indy cars. Are just really a momentum-based thing, so these guys are just trying to take the least amount of resistance, and maybe that's where they're finding the least amount of resistance in the road is right there in that groove. But you can see Max Davies trying things. He's going high on entry and coming down on the bottom there, trying to get that nice cutoff there for it. Just didn't work that time, but like I said, it's just tough in 3 and 4. I think that's what's going to be really tough. I think you're going to have to set a person up coming out of 4 and then make that move into 1 and 2.
But I think you're exactly right with Davies, though. He is just testing different things and seeing what works. But here comes Teed right behind him. And I think he might have not remembered that Teed was directly behind him and came right up to the backside. And now Davies like, I'm going to quit bouncing around. No, he's going to go high side. Teed looks to the inside, but Davies now going to cut it back down in the apex and bring it out of 2. Front 3 will stay the same, Zach.
Definitely. And I like what the second place here, Max Davies, and third there, Charles Teed, are doing. You notice they're keeping it a little lower on the exits, and it doesn't seem like they're washing the nose as much in the center. So I think they're trying to conserve a little bit of tire, be smart here. While Gary's got that clean air, he says, I'm going to push.
Yeah, Corley now has a 4/10 of a second lead.
And
But here comes Teed to
Teed.
the inside. Yep, Teed's to the inside. And man, look at Hutchings. Hutchins came out of nowhere like someone stuck a bottle rocket in his butt and just flew out of 4. And now it's caught the lead pack.
He's definitely flown up to him there. I don't know if you know the storylines, but he literally made this race lead like within seconds. Like he had minutes to get ready for this, and he's had power issues all night, and it came back right before the race. Then he hopped in the car, no practice laps, quad 6, and now look at him.
And so Corley will continue to lead. T. Davies and then Hutchins. T. and Davies still playing around on those turns and doing different lines. And that's the thing is Corley, like you said, with that clean air, he's picked his line and he's just driving away now up to 7/10 of a second lead over Charles Teed.
Yeah, it's impressive that he's been able to drive away. But I was coming into tonight thinking, that clean air, this is just such a different mile and a half. The mile and a half we go to normally are like Charlotte, Las Vegas. They're a little bit higher speed, a little smoother surfaces, a little bit more banking. This track's a little different. It's got a little character, and that adds into the ability of these cars to follow, in my opinion, and then to the racetrack. So it looks like Gary's just really hitting amazing laps right now.
He really is. It looks like, let me get it on back here. Yes, back to the 12 of Josh Gardner, now up to 9th position. And he is on the move, fellas. He fell as far back as I can't talk tonight. He fell as far, goodness. He went back to 12th at one point in time, and now he's back up to 9th after leading the race.
Yeah, and see if he can set aside here, maybe catch up with Joe McIndory here, who's actually got on through the back of Cody McCauley here for 7th. So got some battles going on in front of him. It's going to be tough to catch the lead pack if this stays green for him. But he just got to keep his head down. He might catch a caution, get him right back in track position-wise, and have a shot.
There's a battle right behind him. The 23 of Pasalacqua and Duncan are racing. Duncan's been sniffing around, kind of like Teed. Not Teed. Teed is in 2nd position, but Davies, when Davies was in 2nd, the way he was sniffing around up there on the restarts, that's kind of the way that Duncan is now on Pasalacqua. And as I say that, he falls back about 0.3 of a second. So, let's see. Who else? Cody Bullock in the number 11 car has not had the best of nights. In 13th position. He's down 8 from his start.
He was actually caught up in that first wreck there, Lee. Cody Bullock, Nicholas Winook, and I believe it was Simon Grills. All 3 of those guys ended up on the roll hoop. All 3 of them upside down. So, yeah. And they're all pretty much, laps down right now. So
Charles Teed has pulled out now almost a 1.4 second lead. And as Cedric said, on these long greens, these things are going to start to get tight.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like, also another thing that plays into, like I always talk to you usually about, is the fuel burn off. These cars are actually, you'll notice that the lap times will somewhat drop off, but not by much. I mean, he ran his fastest lap on lap 25 there for Gary. On 24.71, he just ran at 24.92. So, not much fall off right here at 24.94. So, yeah, like, there's 0.2 of fall off from 30 laps.
So, interesting radio chatter. Let's get back on the leader. I believe that Gary Corley's pitting, and he is.
Yeah, he is.
And the rule here tonight, you have to, I don't know if y'all talked about it earlier in the broadcast, but you have to enter pit road. They're entering turn 3. If you enter out of 4, that will be an EOL penalty. So having to enter all the way back going into 3. 7 called it out way early and let the entire field know. Max Davies just said he is going to be pitting. Teed is going to stay out and take that lap lead. Cody Bullock going to be coming in as well. I love being able to hear these. Simon Grills is going to be pitting.
I like the call there.
Yeah.
It just, me too. He seemed like he slowed down a lot more than he needed to, though. Because the only thing I'm really looking at is the 7. He really made sure he didn't make a mistake. I think he noticed that. He's like, I got the race pace. The pull away from these guys. I just need to not make a big mistake here because he really seemed to come in very, very slowly. And it's a tough exit here on pit road also.
Yeah, Charles Teed will pit. That will hand the lead over to the number 9 machine of Joe Hutchings. He pitted on lap 11. So he's in that group that had that mid-pat pick. Mid-pit pack. You know what I'm saying. The Hutchings, Garrett Hall, Cody McCauley, Josh Garner, Brandon Pasalacqua, Lanny Mills all pitted on 11. So they're going to stay out another, probably 10 or so laps. And then you'll see that group come in. Once that happens, Teed is in 8th position, the first one out from this recent group of pit stops. And he would inherit the lead. Yellow could really change some things.
Yeah, that definitely could. And it's gonna be interesting now to see where Gary comes out compared to Charles here, as you got Charles actually exiting out, onto the back straightaway. He is ahead of Gary a good bit. Like I said, it just seemed like Gary went. It seemed like he went pit road speed all the way from the start of that entry there to the end, and you can see he had about a 1.5 second lead. He pitted a lap early, and he still comes out behind about, I'd say, a couple seconds.
Yeah, Cedric Hunter just asked on Facebook if these guys run limited fuel, and it's 50%.
Yeah.
So that is that will play a factor into tonight as well, because we are lap 38 of 100. Joe Hutchings in the lead, and he has got a 1.6 second lead over second place Garrett Hall, the number 13, who exits 4. Joe McAdory in 3rd position now in that number 4. And I love the green car. I really, really do.
Yeah.
Wait, never mind. McAdory's not the green car.
It's red, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my bad. Who's in the green car?
That is Jeffrey Duncan.
Oh, see, when lap traffic gets involved, that throws me completely off, because I'm looking. I need to put my relative up in the top corner instead of my leaderboard, so because that's what I refer to as I'm looking at the screen. So yeah, a little insight to the madness that is Lee Tidwell trying to broadcast iRacing from his living room.
And you got Joe Hutchins coming in.
Yeah, now the 58 just said he is coming in. Oh, he hit the cone. Oh no, who hit the cone?
That was Joe that hit the cone here on the entry pit road. I'm not sure if that's a penalty. I know in real life it would be, but here in the sim, sometimes you can hit cones and get away with it.
I honestly think that in this league, it's not a penalty. Yeah, he's pretty upset about that cone, and I think he's got a black flag on it.
He definitely did. Yeah, So, like I said, some of these racetracks you cannot hit that cone. It will definitely give you a penalty for hitting that cone. And like I said, this is one of them. So Joe is good. I think it's gonna be a hold too. I believe that's what it does. So yeah, that's gonna hurt him pretty bad. There's, I believe, Max Davies will come out as our leader.
Yes, sir. So that means Joe and who hit the apron, shot into the wall?
Josh Garner.
Yeah,
he's
so Joe's
4th.
Goodness, he has. So yes, I mean, early in the race, and we're in lap 43. There's time to make your way back up through this, and Gardner living proof now up to 4th position. It's starting to close in, but man, Max Davies has a 3.5 second lead over Garrett Hall in 2nd position.
And the thing that I'm looking at is his pit times were, he just killed it on the entry and exit of pit road. Like Max Davies just was on it. He's by far got the quickest times on entry and exit.
Max Davies in that Haviland IndyCar.
Wow, and actually going back and looking at that, he about lost it on his entry to pit road. He got in the grass. It got
Oh, no.
completely sideways. So, dude, that is who, and he actually almost hit the cone too on his entry. But
Passing
looks
Lanny
like
Mills now. Mills was in 9th position, so now we have 8 cars on the lead lap. That'll be Davies, Hall, Teague, Garner, Corley, Pasalakwa, Duncan, and Apollos.
that's one thing. Brandon, I kind of say for Brandon in the 23, he lurks. He runs about like 10th to 8th, and then as these pit strategies and pit cycles sequence out, it seems like he really comes into his own throughout these long runs. So good on him there to get up into 6th. But I gotta say, man, Gary went from the lead to 7.5 seconds behind Max Davies, and like I said, I really think that was down to his pit times. I mean, his lap time before he pitted was a 46-second lap, then a 54-second lap, compared to Max Davies was a 39-second lap and a 49-second lap. So gaining up to 10 seconds on Gary there, he did through those pit sequences.
Yeah, and that's the thing is when you really have to factor in green flag pit stops and stuff, there could be so much movement that's unplanned, and then you've got you've got to be proactive, but at the same time reactive.
And even Josh Gardner, he didn't pit till lap 39, so he went almost another 10 laps past where Gary went in the 7, and he came out ahead of him. And remember, he was running 12th in that green flag run. That shows you how much time Gary really lost in the pit sequence there.
Yeah, so puts him back into 5th spot. That's 3 down from his starting position. And will be trailing to number 12, Josh Garner, by a half a second. Garner now has almost caught up with Teed. So we might see a battle for 3rd coming up pretty soon. Those are they teammates?
I think they're running like the Ricky Bobbies.
Yeah, I think they're shake and bake team. Yeah,
shake and bake. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So they could actually hook up and then start chasing down Garrett Hall and Max Davis.
That's definitely a possibility, and the thing is, they also have Gary here too. These 3 right here, it seems like Gary and Josh and Charles are running pretty comparable times to our leader up here. Actually, a little bit quicker, and actually second place Garrett Hall is the quickest of them all. Actually, running a 24:88. So these guys are slowly starting to reel Max in a little bit here. But they're definitely not going to want to race each other too hard. Their lead, like you said, they're going to want to probably work together and kind of leapfrog.
The 11 of Cody Bullock coming out of the pits now. He will come out into 14th position behind Simon Grills. So Bullocks and Grills is back there. Joe Hutchings back in 12th. Cody McCauley in 11th, Joe McAdory in 10th, Lanny Mills in 9th, Jeffrey Duncan 8th, Josh Apollo 7th, Brandon Pasalakwa in 6th, Gary Corley in 5th, Josh Garner 4th, Charles Teed 3rd, Garrett Hall in 2nd, and Max Davies continues to lead this race. As we are on lap 49 of 100 there, Big Mac. Second half of the race should get interesting, especially if we stay green, because that's going to shake things up all over again.
Yeah, I mean, you see how much time was gained and lost through those sequences. Shows you that entering exit pit road is more than, it's more than just hitting good lap times around this racetrack and hitting your marks. There's a lot of X factors when it comes to winning races like this, and you're going to see that stuff really play out here. And I think we're going to see those pit stops start to kick off around lap 66 is where I think we'll see most of these guys pit. Maybe 65. I believe that'll put them in the view window to make it to the end.
Teed and Gardner have been working together and have cut it down to just a little over 3 seconds between them and Hall. Now, granted, unless Hall does something catastrophic right here, I don't see them catching up with him in any few laps, but in the way these pit sequences are working, 3 seconds, we saw Gary lose 10, these two teammates could work their way up to the lead just through the pit strategy. So it's interesting to watch these guys all zoom around here, but it's some pretty quiet racing right now, just being honest.
Yeah, you know, a lot of this is just sequencing through right now. Garrett actually got held up a little bit there through lap traffic. Oh, we got a caution.
Oh, shit.
So that changes the whole game. And Cody McCauley, maybe?
Cody Bullock.
Oh, Cody Bullock. Okay, yeah, Cody Bullock. Sorry about that.
So Bullock will come out, go into 3, go way below the apron, come up
Whoa.
real high, hits that wall, and will just ride the wall down turn 4 with his wheel stuck in the wall. Then it pops out. So that brings a caution, and that now changes a lot of things. Let's see who comes down, shall we?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, Gary Corley actually went into the pits. And they're going to let him come in through 4. I guess on their yellow, let him going in through 4. Okay, so we've got a lot of people pitting. It is the first of this fine Thursday evening Gulf Coast IndyCar Series pit party. We've got a lot of people coming down. Max Davies, Charles Teed, Josh Garner, Corley, Pasalacqua, Apollos, Duncan, Teed is already said, Garner. There's a lot of people that came down pit road, and we'll probably see some more on this next lap. So let's see how this shakes out.
Yeah, Max Davies is going to come off first with Garrett Hall there, and second, Josh Garner third, Charles Teed in fourth, and then Brandon Pasalacqua will round out your top 5. But the big thing that's interesting is I don't think they'll make it on this this fuel tank here. So I think these guys are going to have to stop one more time, Lee. It's you know, about 40 laps here once we get going green, and I don't see them do more than 35 maybe. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But I believe we'll see one more pit stop under green if we go to the interior.
Yeah, especially, I mean, there's no tire limit. So if there's a chance to get new tires, it's, you jump and do it. So
oh yeah,
we got some of the lap cars taken there. Pit stops now. So Davies, as you said, will shake out into first position up 2. Look at Garrett Hall sitting in second, up 11 spots from qualifying.
that's a great job, man. I mean, that's just smart driving, really, and really just putting yourself in the right spots. And look, he did that really through the pit sequence too. So that really shows you the type of driver he is.
Yeah, so Garner will shake out in the 3rd, Charles Teed 4th, Pasalacqua will be 5th, Corley 6th, Apollo 7, Duncan 8, Lanny Mills 9th, and Cody McCauley will round out your top 10. Joe McAdory will sit right outside. Right outside. Man, why is my country coming out today? We'll be right outside in the 11th position. Let me refresh my timing. I was curious about how many are on the lead lap.
Believe we got 10 there, Lee. We might get 11th if Joe McAdory. Nah, I don't believe Joe McAdory's gonna get the lucky. I believe Cody McCauley actually will get the wave. And yeah, I think we'll have 10 Indy cars here on the lead lap, and I think Joe Hutchings will go to 1 lap down here instead of 2.
You are correct. Yes, sir. That sounds good to me.
And
Well, look who decides to join us on Facebook. The
Mr.
number 2 or
Colley.
number 1, depending on which night you happen to watch us. Himself, Brandon Colley, on Facebook. What's going on, Brandon? And I don't know if everyone's noticed, because I think it's really cool. Down in the bottom left corner, when Robert goes to the cameras on certain cars, it says their name, and there's a way now for the drivers to input pictures of themselves, team information, things like that. And we've seen a few tonight that have input that information, and it's running through any of the broadcast of ours that they happen to be on. So, like the eNASCAR Outlaw League. We're about to do 2 nights of them. So if they're on Monday night, if they got their information in, it'll be on Tuesday night. And all the drivers that drive on Freaky Fast Broadcasting can do just that. And there's one right there, Charles Teed with his picture. All the drivers this is a courtesy of Freaky Fast of, hey guys, let's get you out there. This isn't just your iRacing paint scheme. This is you. This is the closest thing to driving around Kentucky on a Thursday night that you could possibly get, and to be able to have that information out there for the fans to recognize and be able to associate with you and your family. I think it's a great addition to the broadcast.
I got completely agree. I mean, it's been a hit with all the leagues. I know, being an admin at WSSR and stuff, having it there, I know drivers have loved it, and I'm sure drivers in the other leagues have loved it, because I mean, people just love this. It gives that sense of realism when you go back and look at it and you see yourself there, and you're like, wow, that is me. It's one of them things that's really, really cool, and your family can look at it. It's like you said, Lee, a great addition to the broadcast, and we gotta thank Robert for always bringing those cool things to us.
Dude, Robert is the wizard behind the curtain. He is
exactly. He's the one pulling the strings, really, guys. We don't.
All right, so yeah, okay. From now on, that's
just blab our mouths.
Everybody's got a nickname now. He's Oz. You're Big Mac.
And Brian's baby driver.
Brian's baby driver, yeah. Brandon Colley tried to call me. Brandon Colley tried to nickname me Care Bear, and I don't agree with that one. So we're gonna pass on the Care Bear.
You don't like the Care Bear. I feel you. I wouldn't want that either. I wouldn't want to be called
Care Bear. Care Bear it is. It is Care Bear. Everybody can hear me. All right, back to the green.
The producer unmutes himself just to say that, and then
yeah, right.
Gets out. Pace car off. Here we go. Davies and Hall on that front row. Gardner Teed, Corley Pasalacqua. Here we go. We're going to come across the start-finish line, and you can hear him going through those gears, man. And Max Davies will stretch out to the lead. Got a blinker. Pasalacqua, be careful, sir. And then Hall's going to go to the high side. Max Davies will stay on the inside. Gardner and Teed behind them. Davies will now, he's doing that high to low on the turns there, Zach.
Yeah.
There goes Teed. Go, Charles. Charles Teed. He's got, look, anybody that inputs their information is automatically one of my favorite drivers of that league. And now Charles Teed, since he's got his picture up there, is my favorite driver of Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. The only person that I don't care if they put a picture or not is Rodrigo Luna. I don't care if he's got one or not. He's awesome. Battle for the lead.
Get like a cartoon of you saying Rodrigo Logan and put it as his picture. But yeah, battle for the lead here and battle for second, third, or second.
Teed's going to take third, and he looks like Pasalacqua is looking on the high side as well. Now battle for the lead. Davies and Hall. We come out of 4. They are wheel to wheel. Hall will pull ahead and take. Yeah, man, that was big energy right there.
He was the first person we've seen all night make that move in 3 and 4. So that's a first. We can mark that down. He just made a power move around the outside of 3 and 4. That was, I think that's actually the move to make. As you see a lot of these guys wash up the racetrack, I think holding it down on the bottom, it just kills that momentum. If you can pinch a guy down up top there, you can probably drive around him.
And then Teed took advantage there in 3 and 4 as Davies went high. He hugged that bottom line, shot into second position. So now we got some movement going on. And now Davies is going to go to the high side of Teed. Battle for second. Davies to the high side, Teed to the low side. Teed will not clear yet. Davies going to try the crossover? No, he's going to settle in behind, get the draft, and try the high side once again, going into 1 and 2.
My question is, Lee, are some of these guys trying to save fuel? Or are we having a little cat and mouse, stay in the draft back here to save some fuel? Because I know in an IndyCar, you can save a good bit of fuel in this IndyCar, especially riding 6th gear, riding the draft. You can save a good bit. So it might be possible to make it on the tank here to the end.
Hall's pulled out a almost 9/10 of a second lead over Teed.
He ain't saying.
Nah,
Oh,
like you
they're
said.
wrecking.
Oh, they are right behind him.
Oh, it was the 7 and I believe the 7 and oh man, who was the other car? Gary. Oh, Simon Grills. Simon Grills, yeah, the 16 there with contact between him and the 7 of Gary Corley.
Yeah, Grills tried the crossover, went to the inside, and him and Corley, that might have been something referred to, and they might have discussed it on Capitol Hill today. It's called netcode.
True. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it definitely was some contact on the rear pod, but like I said, you know, you see these incidents like that. That shouldn't have happened. Like that is definitely netcode. It was a harder hit than what took place, personally. So, unfortunate, but definitely still a little bit of contact there, and that's unfortunate for both those guys because that hurt both their race cars. As
It
Simon
really
had the
did.
toe. Gary's crab walking back. I don't think he's really hurt.
Garrett Hall debated almost too long on whether or not he was going to come in or stay out, and he saw everybody else coming in. He dove down to pit road and almost clipped that cone.
Oof. Very, very close stuff for him there. And that's a little bit interesting personally for me because that makes you think these guys can definitely make it to the end. Or are they under green? They're allowed, I guess, to pit like this. Okay. Or, I mean, under caution, I guess it seems like they're pitting from there. So I am getting confirmation on that, yeah.
Yeah, but I would still think that even with that, wouldn't iRacing penalize you if you hit that cone?
Oh, if you hit that cone, okay, hold on, that cone that's in 3 there? Nah, if you hit that cone, you're fine.
No, the 1 in 4.
And the 1 in 4, yeah, if you hit the 1 in 4, you're done.
Yeah, that's what Hall almost clipped.
Oh, I'm actually not live, guys. Rookie mistake. It's been 2 weeks, guys. Sorry. I'm sitting here thinking, like, what code are you talking about? Oh, man. Yeah, he actually did get pretty close to the 1-0-4 when, like you said, the last second decision. And so, yeah, guys did pit, and they should be good on fuel now. So, we're all good to go here.
With 30 to go.
It's going to be all out race here.
I don't see anybody holding back now. With once we go back green, everything. It's 30 to go right now. So by the time it goes green, it'll be 12 to go, I guess. And yeah, it'll be like 27. But they're not gonna hold back. They're gonna get into it. They're gonna get in that throttle. They're gonna race each other, and it's gonna be crazy with the way these cars can interact in the draft to watch them battle. For a basically 25 lap shootout.
Yeah, it's going to be one for the ages here at Kentucky. I actually was very impressed to see those passes made for the lead. I was a little worried about that, but now that I've seen that you can make it on both the bottom and top work in 3 and 4, we can. We're about to see a little show here. That's actually Josh Apollo's lead, so he got the lead through all that. That's an awesome job because trust me, clean air is going to be fantastic to have.
And you know what's better than clean air, Zach?
What?
The Gamer2 by the ButtKicker. And every game deserves a truly immersive experience. And the ButtKicker Gamer2 lets you feel every detail, from subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10 powered race car, from ambient environmental effects like a little butterfly, to the power of a nearby explosion like one of these cars hitting the wall. By moving a physical mass instead of only air like traditional speakers, the Gamer2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response. It's all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the Gamer2 at thebuttkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20, that's Freaky with 2 E's, FreakyFast20 for 20% off your order of the Gamer2 at thebuttkicker.com. Freaky Fast also brought to you by AbruziUSA.com. Your wear, your way. Make sure you check out Abruzzi. Use the promo code FreakyFast, 2 E's again, FreakyFast, for 20% off your order of $30 or more at AbruziUSA.com. We are going to crank her up here. Brought to you by the ButtKicker and the Gamer2. If you have the Gamer2, turn that thing up real loud right now. Let's annoy your neighbors. It ain't that late, even on the East Coast. Let's ride along with Joe McAdory here with the Gulf Coast IndyCar League when we go back to green.
That's
McAdory is setting in
Tail
ninth
of the field.
position. Yep,
And
on
he's
the
on the lead lap
lap.
now. Yeah, he's the last car on the lead lap now. He just got his lap back, so that's why he's starting here. Tail of the field, lucky dog. Gonna be interesting ride for him to see if he can make his way up here and maybe get top 5.
You know, I still don't know what all those numbers are on the steering wheel. I mean, I can figure out lap time.
There's a bunch.
Yeah, there's a lot, man, and that I don't know. IndyCar, they're those are hard for me to drive, and we might need to change our driver. Joe is going to pit, so and we're 1 to green, which is odd.
Yeah, he should come back out. Maybe he's gonna well, he did get the lucky dog, so he's gonna pit and get tires. It'll be very quick. He can catch right back up too with these cars.
Oh, so yeah, we might actually see him zooming through the field.
Sure.
That's going to be yeah. Please do, Joe. Yeah, Joe joined us last Sunday, Robert?
Saturday. Oh, right.
Saturday. Yeah, last Saturday for the World Series of Sim Racing. Awesome race, by the way. And we got 2 races left on Saturday to finish out the season. This week, where are we?
We're at Pocono.
Pocono this week, and then North Wilkesboro for the season finale. And that is something that everyone is going to want to watch. Is the World Series of Sim Racing. We've been having a great season so far. Larry Yingling, Mr. Ultra Instinct himself.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to go back green, and we will ride with Joe McAdory as he is now caught the tail end of the field. We will have 26 laps to go when we cross the line. Crank her up and ride along with Joe McAdory. Brought to you by the ButtKicker, the Gamer2. Back under green, been right along with Joe McAdory, who has now moved up to 7th position. And man, look at the way I told you they're not holding anything back. Everybody is all over the place trying to find that best line, the best groove, the best momentum. Teed's about to get passed by Max Davies. Davies to the inside will overtake 3rd position. Oh no, in the back!
Oh, Pasalak was in it, and also Lanty Mills. Oh no.
Jeffrey Duncan, the 32, also involved.
Yeah, look, it started around there, Jeffrey Duncan and Cody McCauley. And actually, our man Joe McAdory, they're going 3 wide. They're the 2 guys above them got a little bit of contact. They're going into 3.
Oh, yeah, McAdory went to the inside. And I mean, didn't, worst possible scenarios, he might have upset the air a little bit, but.
Yeah, no, he did a great job. I mean, he kept it down there. I think Cody McCauley probably did not. I don't know if he got the call from the spotter to say, it's 3 wide. And I think he turned it thinking it was 2 wide. So, right there, unfortunate for those 2, but Joe did a great job there, just skirting by on the bottom.
Yeah, skirt. He's gone.
Up to 6 too.
Cedric Hunter said these things are fast. Man, they are so fast. I will jump into like a test session with these cars at an Indy or even a Daytona or something just to play around, but there's no way I'd drive around other people and show my bottom split skills in these cars. There's no way. Man, I started a new job this week and I haven't got to race all week, so
man.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. My lovely wife has agreed that as long as I buy her dinner, then I can race tomorrow night because it's Friday nights are for the wifey here on Freaky Fast.
Yes, the track it's waiting for you, Lee.
Dude, check this out. So we got 20 to go when we come back across the line here. Charles T, Josh Gardner stayed out. Garrett Hall, Max Davies, Josh Apollos, Joe McAdory, Lanny Mills, Pasalacqua, they all pitted on lap 79.
Owen Hutchins got back on the lead lap here.
Ah,
No, he's fought his way back here.
So the two that were involved in the incidents earlier have overcame their inner demons and are now back into contention here.
Sure, he's fired up.
What?
Sure, he's fired up. You know,
I thought you said the trees fired up. I'm like,
no.
I'm confused, kind sir. Pasalacqua will be on the lead lap, so Hutchins on the lead lap as well. We still got some pit stops going on. It was pretty much a pit party without the. Did somebody just spin?
Oh yeah. I think Brandon Pasalacqua just he just took a little loop, you know, just testing things, I guess. I think he actually downshifted into reversed. Actually, is what happened. Oh, he's got the old left rear tire lockup.
Oh no, he blew a tire.
Yeah. It's locked up too.
Oh man! Oh, don't go to the in-car camera; it'd be so loud. Do it.
You can actually see it's toting the right front tire. That's crazy. It's I don't think this damage can fix itself either. I don't know. We'll see if the fast repair man can fix it for him, but I think this is what we call iRacing terminal bug.
Yeah, I mean that pretty much will end his evening.
He'll go put a
watch
new
him
set
go
of
down pit
tires.
road. Let's see if the 23 is gonna come out all anew. It's not moving. The back tire's still not moving. Let's see. He comes in.
See if it moves after he.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there just staring at it. Car drop.
It's locked.
Oh.
It's gonna be fine. He'll be fine for a lap or two until it blows out, and then it's just undrivable.
Oh man!
As we've seen this condition before here.
What an unfortunate event for Brandon Pasalacqua.
And like I said, I'm pretty sure it says he has no damage because this is a bug.
Well, check this out. After all that shakes out, Charles Teed will lead this race. Garrett Hall up 10 spots, sitting in third. Gardner's in second, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Max Davies in fourth. Josh Apollo in fifth. McAdory sixth. Lanty Mills in seventh. Pasalacqua in eighth at the moment. Joe Hutchins ninth. Gary Corley will round out your top 10. It'll be 18 to go when we cross the line this time. And like we told you at the beginning of the broadcast, these cautions are really long. But it looks like we're going green. Oh, finally. My goodness. I was running out of things to talk about.
Yeah, no, sometimes it's tough, but I think Brandon's going to come down and get another set of tires so he can go a couple more laps.
I wonder if Mr. Kenneth is on Facebook tonight because we haven't got the specialty concession stand menu for Mr. Kenneth yet for Kentucky. We usually get it most broadcasts. So Kenneth, if you're out there, I need to know, I know it was late getting my funnel cake, but I literally was only looking for a funnel cake. So I don't remember what else they have. and I didn't eat lunch today. So I would like to visit the concession stand. If you can tell me which section the best one's in as well, that'd be
Thank you.
excellent. All right, Big Mac, we about to go back green. It will be 17 to go. Gardner and Teed, they've been fighting all night long. They're going to be in the front row. Davies and Hall in second. McAdory and Apollos will be in that third row. And then Lanty Mills and Joe Hutchings behind them. So we're going to pull this field real tight, real close. We're going to ignore COVID restrictions at the moment.
Green
As
flag.
we go green flag here with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series at Kentucky. The legendary configuration of Kentucky. Teed will lead him in one. Hall's going to work the high side. And he's got to run. Look at him, Zach. He's got it. Nice run on the outside will come wheel to wheel. Let's see what they do in 3 and 4. He can make that top work.
Teed might be on a hold on here. The inside line. He's trying to come up, but wow.
They almost touched wheels. Yeah, great racing by these guys. So they settle in. Teed, Hall, Davies, Gardner, Apollo. Hall's going to go to the high side once again.
Look at the cut down. Great
Ooh,
move.
he got the inside. Nice. What a move by Garrett Hall. He's got the big energy going. Will retake first position. Teed will slide into second. Davies in third. Then you got Gardner and Apollos right behind them. Then McAdory and Hutchins. Man, McAdory and Hutchins is racing out of 2, coming down the backstretch.
Yeah. Now look at Josh Gardner going around the outside of Max Davies up into third.
Gardner
He's okay. Josh
and,
Apollos maybe. Oh wow, it's getting crazy.
it really is. All these guys are moving and shaking now. We need Tina Turner in the background. Somebody crank it up. Garrett Hall being first, Teed in second. Pulled out from Gardner now, who is sitting in third. They are teammates. In fourth is going to be Max Davies. As we come in, McAdory and Hutchings are still working it. Looks like Hutchings down to the inside will overtake McAdory. Correct? Correct. No, McAdory will overtake Hutchings.
Yes.
I got my car colors confused.
6. Yes, he did.
Oh, man.
Look at Teed. Actually, that's Josh Gardner up high.
Yeah, I'm sitting there trying to keep it. There's a battle all over. There's all kinds of battles. Max Davies.
Up no. Good McAdory.
McAdory up to
The
5th.
5th.
Garrett Hall is just pulled out a 1 second lead.
I heard that last name gives you 5 more horsepower, but I wasn't sure about it. I can't use it that well.
I was about to say it just excludes Saturdays.
Yeah, exactly.
We come out of 2. Whoa.
Davies, big move.
Yeah, Davies goes down to the inside. Sorry, no, Davies to the high side, Gardner on the inside. Look at McAdory. McAdory, man, he's strong right now.
That he is, man. He's trying to slide himself up here into the top 3 position. And then you got Joe Hutchins, who's not far behind on the bottom right there, too. Get McAdory around the outside of Davies.
Yeah, there is so much going on. McAdory on the high side. Oh, spin behind him.
Oh, man.
Oh, the 9 was involved. That's going to be Hutchins.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit of contact there from Cody McCauley there in the 62 in the middle of 3 and 4.
Yeah, a little tap to the back side. So the 62 gets involved. And they end up collecting. Who was the 3rd car that got collected? The 42.
Yeah, 42.
That's going to be Josh Apollos. Apollos went airborne, man. I mean, not like extremely, but yeah, he went airborne.
Sounds like Apollo's chariot.
Man,
People don't
for
get
some
that. It's a
reason,
roller
that makes me
coaster.
think of That makes me think of Chariots of Fire, and then I just heard da 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 dun dun dun. I don't know if you know that song because you're
Yes,
young and stuff, but
I actually do that song. So I'm well well taught in the music. I'm beyond my years.
beyond your years. You're a young one. I don't want to hear it beyond you. So, let's see here. Hall will remain in the lead. Teed second. Garner third. McAdory fourth. Max Davies will be in fifth. And we bunched the field back up, man. So that lead that Hall had collected is
All
gone.
gone. Yeah. But
It,
he didn't start the lead. He got to the lead and then pulled away. So I'm not saying he's got this, but he's got a pretty good chance if he can do exactly what he did there. But on these restarts, that's the easiest chance to make passes. So Teed and Gardner here, teammates, they're going to be on it. And we've already seen McAdory. What if he comes out of here and steals a win? I mean, this is going to be a great finish here.
yeah, and Teed and Gardner pitted on 70. Hall and McAdory and Davies and Lanty Mills all on 79. And Josh Apollos will come out in 7th position. He pitted on lap 92 after that incident. Is he a lap down?
I don't believe so. No.
So yeah, so he's even in contention still.
Yeah, and hopefully he didn't put no fuel in that car. No fuel. Just put some Firestone tires on there, and he's about to be on fire with them tires. Because man, we'll tell you what, tires with low fuel, that's gonna be pretty quick.
So we're on with 7 to go. So at the very least, it'll be 5 to go when we go back green. 9 different cars on the lead lap. The last one will be the number 9 of Joe Hutchings. So going bottom up from 9, Hutchings, Corley, Apollos, Lanty Mills, McAdory, Davies, Gardner, Teed, and then led by Garrett Hall up 12 spots. If he wins tonight, Destiny was on his side. You know, I named my daughter Destiny, and the only reason why I did was so one day there would be this dude who's about to leave, and his dad's gonna go, "Son, where are you going?" And he's gonna turn around and say, "Oh, I've got a date with Destiny."
Did you exactly plan it for that moment?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I
give
set
you
her
that.
future husband up. I mean, I
Exactly.
gave
Hey,
him easy.
well, there you go. You know what? That's good stuff. Well, you're thinking down the line. It's an important decision. You gotta really put a lot of weight on your kids, names. So
I actually came up with my
good
son
news.
and my daughter's name back in 8th grade. I knew I was going to name my
Wow.
daughter Destiny for that reason. So yeah, like 13 years old, that's my sense of humor. And then my son, I decided I was going to name after our local pharmacist. Don't ask me why. His name was Preston. So I named my son Preston Alexander, and he curses me to this day because he said, "Why don't you just name me Alex and leave it alone?" Because that's what he goes by.
Right.
He said it's a good thing that he grew up to be 6'2" because he would have got beaten up for his name. And I didn't think that anything like that. I'm like, no, man, who would beat somebody up for the name Preston?
It's not that. Press is not terrible. I mean, it could be worse.
I mean, it does sound like he wears sweater vests, but
yeah. I think Alex is a little bit more. I guess you could say cool, as the kids would say. So, but that's cool. That's a cool story. Yeah, I just learned something tonight about you. So.
I mean, if you go back and watch every broadcast that since I've started with you and Robert, I've dropped a little life tidbit from the Tidwell clan here and there. So I've painted a pretty broad picture of everything that is me. I'm not going to stop talking because I know what's coming next.
Well, we got one lap before we go green here, but I don't know if you can fit it in. But I'm getting word that I need to ask you how you got your wife.
I went to Ohio and I got her. There was so So okay, yeah, I'm gonna even expound on this story down the backstretch. Here we go. Me and my wife went to high school together, knew who each other were, never spoke a word to each other, and then some 15 years after graduation, uh, through life events, we were friends on Facebook, never posted on each other's stuff, never sending each other a message. But a life event happened that I posted about, and she sent me a message. And within 30 days, I drove from Tennessee all the way to Sandusky, Ohio, and moved her and her daughter down here. And I married her on 11/11/11, so I would not forget our anniversary.
Well, you kill me sometimes, man.
And what's
How am I
bad is
supposed to
this is
call
all
this
true
friends?
stories. Here we go, green flag as the pace car will come off. Charles Teed, Garrett Hall will be on the front row.
Green, green,
It is the
green.
Gulf Coast IndyCar Series here at Kentucky. We have 4 laps to go. Man, look at him, 3 wide off the start.
Oh, they might
Davies,
touch
Gardner, and
Joe.
McAdory, 3
Oh.
wide. McAdory's going to fall back. He's going to be in 4th position now. Teed down to the inside of Garrett Hall, looking to overtake the lead. Max Davies is going to follow him on the inside. Garrett Hall will be stuck to the high side. Teed will overpower and take over first. Max Davies.
Hutchins.
Go ahead.
Hutchins up in the 5th now, or 6th there now, too. He's restarting 9th.
Joe Hutchings, after a disastrous earlier race, now up to 6th position and chasing down McAdory. Here we go, out of 2. Davies and Hall was bebopping along, trying to figure out how they're going to take 3 and 4, looking to gain up on the leader. Look at McAdory diving it deep down inside. McAdory then crosses over, comes up to the high side. Going to be right next to Gardner. McAdory bouncing all around. He's going to be in 4th position, looking at Max Davies. Now goes up. We'll be on the high side of Max Davies, powering down the backstretch. Has Gardner behind him. McAdory's moved to 3rd position. We'll be 1 to go when we cross the line. Man, so many power moves, Big Mac.
White flag in the air.
White flag in the air behind McAdory. Davey, Hutchins, and Gardner's going to go 3 wide. Here we go into out of 2.
Hutchins, what a move.
Yeah, Hutchins had an
contact. Max Davies into the wall.
Oh, Davies goes into the wall. No
Can
flag.
McAdory get 2nd?
We're going to break it to the line. McAdory trying to race Hall, but will not have enough. Charles Teed will come away with the victory. Garrett Hall in 2nd. McAdory will finish 3rd. Hutchings 4th. Josh Gardner battles back up to 5th position. Josh Apollos will finish 6th. Corley 7th. Lanny Mills 8th. Max Davies falls back to 9th after that incident on the last lap. And Jeffrey Duncan will round out your top 10. What a night in Kentucky with Gulf Coast, fellas.
Charles Teed, what a job by him to use that restart to get to the lead. Garrett Hall did everything in his power to try to win this race. Just coming a little bit short.
McAdory drove
And
like a man possessed.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear from him. What that was a drive. If you could ever see, want to be a driver, that's how you want to feel after a race. Because man, that's got to feel really good for him.
Yes, sir. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a quick break as we are grabbing everyone to have our post-race interviews and our final standings, official, unofficial. When we come back here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series, give us 2 minutes, gang. We'll be right back. And back here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series, as we just had our finish here at Kentucky. Got our top 3 drivers, and going to bring Big Mac in the booth to have a few words with our podium finishers. First of all, we're going to bring out the number 4 of Joe McAdory.
Hey,
Yes,
Joe,
sir.
it's Zach up in the booth. You got copy, man?
Yeah, I got copy.
Man, what a run there to the end for you, Joe. You got back on the lead lap there. Restarted 9th at one point at the tail end of the lead lap, and we rode on board with you as you made moves slicing through the field. Man, that was really fun to watch. Describe from the driver point of view how that was.
Yeah, I was having a lot of fun. I didn't have any, I hadn't had any incidents the whole race, and so at that point I didn't have anything to lose. So I just kind of went for it, and by that time in the race, I'd learned what the car can do and what it can't do, where to go, where not to go, and I had a lot of success on the outside, actually.
Yeah, we noticed that there at the end, you actually made the pass there to get up into 3rd, and almost, if you probably had one more lap, you could have maybe used it there to get in the 2nd too, as you made a pass through 3 and 4 on the outside there. That was very, very impressive. What I was going to ask you there is, really, if we had another, say we did have another, I guess you could say, green. Do y'all have more than one green white checker? I'm not sure.
That was a good question there at the end. We didn't know.
Well, yeah, that's a good question, but because you did complete 100, so I guess that wasn't a green white checker. But so I guess y'all would have had one. So if you did have a shot, what did you have a plan? Maybe they're restarting 3rd to have a shot for the win there, Joe, because you definitely
Actually, I
had the
hadn't
pace.
The only plan I have was to try to pass the car in front of me on every lap. That was pretty much
a great
it.
plan. Yeah, that's a great plan, definitely. I mean, that's the plan to have for sure.
Yeah.
But great run tonight here for you tonight, man. I mean, you came in here, you qualified 10th, and you brought it home in the podium and really put a show on there. So congrats on that. And before I let you go, anybody you want to send a shout out to?
Yeah, hey, I want to send a shout out to you guys. I mean, you guys are doing a great job covering this league and other leagues, and I worked with your group a little bit last week, and I've watched you on the YouTube channels. Man, you guys rock, and I appreciate what you do.
Thank you, Joe.
We appreciate you, man.
Man, I had fun with you Saturday. Come join me again. We'll have another good two races left.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too, dude. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed watching that.
Awesome, guys. Hey, good luck this week.
Thank you very much, man. You have a great night, Joe.
You too.
And that's Joe McAdory, your 3rd place finisher. Mr. Garrett Hall pulling it in 2nd place.
Hey, Garrett, it's Zach up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, Zach, I got you loud and clear, man. What's going on?
Hey, man. Well, what a race you put on here tonight, man. Starting in the 13th position there and moving yourself up really well through the field there as we went through the pit sequences. You came out there in 2nd before we really got that first or the 2nd caution of the race there after that long green run. But how did you get yourself into that position? What was the strategy? And man, what a race for you tonight.
That was honest and truly just patience over everything, because I didn't really practice beforehand. I've been busy at work since it's like my first time really getting back in probably like 4 or 5 days. But yeah, it was just patience, taking the first, 10 or 15 laps, trying to learn the track, learn the line, learn where I can and can't get out of throttle. Of course, the dirty air didn't really help me figure any of that out. Then through the pit sequence, I pitted early, just trying to stay in the back, trying to stay away from everything. Missed the wreck, decided not to pit on the 2nd time by. That put me up in 5th, I think it was. And by then, it was just pit when I was out of fuel, move up when I can. I just got a really good entry on pit road for the 2nd caution under green, for the 2nd pit stop under green. And I was trying to hunt down Max, but that didn't work out the first time. Then I got him again under green under the pit stop. Honestly, truly made up a whole lot of time on pit road.
Yeah, very good point there. Yeah, definitely. You were one of the very few drivers that actually made up a good bit of time. A few drivers definitely lost a good bit there, and you were the ones that definitely gained. And we were saying that made a big difference tonight. And I gotta say, man, Gary, you put on a heck of a show there. You just had the lead there, and that caution come out. You think with that lead you had there at the end before that caution came, do you think you had enough to hold them off? Because it was a pretty decent gap.
Oh yeah, I wasn't worried until the caution came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I was still kind of big-headed because I was gapping him pretty good. I think I was holding steady at like 0.7 of a second, just trying not to burn anything off. And then the caution came out, like you said, and I got a really good restart. And then I got arrogant, decided not to block him going down the back straightaway. As soon as he got around me, I got the dirty air on me. That was all she wrote.
Definitely, and that actually leads into my next question. I talked about that a lot tonight, telling Lee that really the clean air probably is going to be a big deal here in Kentucky with just the way this configuration is. How tough was the dirty air tonight? And was it different through 1 and 2? Was it a little bit easier to follow there and maybe tougher in 3 and 4, or the other way around?
For me, it was difficult all the way around. It might have been a little bit easier in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2, I could just about run wide open the entire run. I think it was the second, or the first real long green flag stop, I was running second, running away from Charles, trying to catch up to Max, and I ran up on, I think it was Laney Mills, trying to put him, well, he was already a lap down, but just trying to get by him to go catch Max. And I got within half a second of him, just couldn't get any further, or couldn't get any closer. So that dirty air was really, it was a player tonight.
Definitely seemed like that from the broadcast booth, man. Well, awesome race for you, Garrett, tonight. And before we let you go, man, for your second place finish, anybody want to send a shout out to?
Hey man, just a big ups to H&M Motorsports. Guys gave me a good car tonight. Big ups to Charles and Joe for putting the lead together. Hopefully I can make it again. I think it's in 2 weeks. Don't know where we're going, but hopefully I can make it there too. Look forward to seeing y'all again. Hopefully I can get another good run.
Awesome, Garrett. And congrats on your second place finish, man. And we'll talk to you again sometime.
All right, sounds good.
And that was Garrett Hall, your second place finisher here this evening, as we're going to bring up our race winner, Mr. Charles T.
Hey, Charles, it's Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I do. What's up, Zach?
Oh, man, that was a awesome finish there to see between you guys. Really describe to us how you made that winning pass there, man. Is that the plan coming out of 2 to get the run out of there and get to the inside of 3?
That was the plan. I didn't think it would work. I mean, it was Garrett was fast all night. Like I was telling him in the post-race private room that I couldn't catch him anywhere in dirty air. He just was a rocket. And good pit stops by him and Max. I was playing just to try and get a top 3, and got super fortunate that the car went on old tires. Still had one more lap of sticking around 3. And holy cow, the Shake and Bake boys finally got a W, so it was fun.
It was awesome to see there. You were in contention all night right there, like you said, in the top 3. And you made it count when it was the most. And I talked to Garrett about this a little bit. That dirty air was really tough tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was, if you had clean air, like Josh did at the beginning of the race, he checked out. Then Gary, he checked out. Now you get in that open air, everyone else behind is driving with the wheel half crossed through the corner and out of the throttle. So it was a nasty night. I'm sweaty as heck sitting in my air conditioned house. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I would have bet you no chance I could have got around Garrett because he was just a rocket the way he passed me last time. But he left the door open and we got a good run. And after a couple of really cruddy runs the last couple of weeks, it was good to really bring in a car without anything busted.
So, man, well, great run tonight, man, here in Kentucky. And we're off next week, but when we come back, we'll be at Las Vegas. So that's a pretty similar, configuration, but might be a little smoother track. So maybe the IndyCar will like that one a little bit better. How you feeling for Las Vegas, man?
No, I think it'll be fun. That's a really fun track to run on. I think we're gonna have the show keeps getting better and better as we get the league, more accustomed to running together. So I think it's gonna be good. It's fun to see the Shake and Bake team up there running up front. There's 5 guys there of us in the team, and it's a hell of a lot of fun running with them all. And the tribute goes to them because we practice all the different leagues we run in every 3 or 4 nights a week, and it's a blast. Good bunch of guys, so this goes out to them.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, shout out to your team there, Shake and Bake. You guys were, like you said, you guys were there. That's for sure tonight. Your paint schemes, you all run, similar paint schemes, and you guys all run right up front. So sometimes we get y'all a little bit confused sometimes because y'all are all such together. That shows practice right there, like you said. So that's great teamwork between you guys. But again, before we go, I know you just shout out to your team. Anybody else want to send a shout out to me?
Yeah, no, it's just those guys. It's been a heck of a lot of fun, and hopefully everyone enjoys watching this one later. And the crew did a good job last week. The fast repair didn't work, so I was stuck in the pits with a car that wouldn't run. So the crew did a really good job, and everyone had a good run. It was a bum to see Nick fall out early and Gary get some bad luck. Josh accidentally hit the inside. I mean, I was probably the 4th or 5th fastest car. Brandon was fast and everything. So all goes out to them.
Awesome, Charles. Well,
thanks for putting this
congrats
together. You guys do a great
Oh.
broadcast. Great broadcast.
Well, we appreciate it. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do it. So we appreciate you guys too. So awesome race tonight, Charles, man. And congrats on the victory. Go celebrate that thing, man.
All right, bye-bye.
And that's Charles Teed, your race winner tonight here at Kentucky. And man, it was, I tell you what, it was a great race tonight. We had long green flags. We had the late caution, which brought everybody together for like a 4-lap shootout there at the end, and just got to watch it all transpire with Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. Charles Teed coming away with the victory. Garrett Holby in second, a mere 0.4 of a second behind. Joe McAdory will be third. Joe Hutchinson fourth. Josh Gardner fifth. Josh Apollos in sixth. Gary Corley seventh. Landy Mills in eighth. Max Davies ninth. Jeffrey Duncan in 10th. Bill Schwabauer in 11th. Cody McCauley in 12th. Brandon Hasalakwa in 13th. Simon Grills 14th. Cody Bullocks in 15th. Nicholas Winuk in 16th. Simon Keene in 17th. And that will round out our field tonight. And we would like to remind you that Freaky Fast Broadcasting is brought to you every night of the week, but Fridays, of course, that's Wifey Night, by the ButtKicker and the Gamer2. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience, and the ButtKicker Gamer2 lets you feel every detail, from subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10-powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving to physical mass instead of only air like traditional speaker, the Gamer2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the Gamer2 at thebuttkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20. That's FreakyFast with 2 E's. FreakyFast20 for 20% off your order of the Gamer2 at thebuttkicker.com. Also brought to you by iPitting. The iPitting board is a web tool designed for iRacing teams. It can help you create a series board for all your teammates, provide a clear vision of every data point they need, from schedules, results, championship points, standings, and much more. It's also a great help to your team's community manager, who can share things on social networks like your team's achievements, races, and much more. Check out the iPitting board at ipitting.com. And also brought to you by Abruzzi USA. That's Abruzzi, A-B-R-U-Z-Z-I, USA.com. Your wear, your way. Be from Sim Gloves, which I have a pair. I love my Abruzzi Sim Gloves. Karting gloves and boots and apparel. Personalized team items, personalized driver items, you name it, they've got so much there. Please check them out at AbruzziUSA.com. Use promo code FreakyFast, that's Freaky with 2 E's, FreakyFast, for 20% off your order of $30 or more. And if you'd like to just try out the entry-level gloves, that's what I've got. I love these gloves. These things are going to last forever. They're so well built. They're under $30, but just for tonight only, we will give you a code to get 10% off those entry-level gloves. That code is going to be BROADBENT, BROADBENT. That's BROADBENT for 10% off of the entry-level gloves there at AbruzziUSA.com. Or if you want to go ahead and get those personalized gloves, just use FreakyFast and get 20% off of orders over $30. That's AbruzziUSA.com. Zach, Robert, another wonderful night at Gulf Coast IndyCar Series, and we are set to take a break for our Friday and then get set for Pocono on Saturday with the World Series of Sim Racing.
That is correct. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in on YouTube and Facebook. You know what to do. Hit that share button, react. You also can, follow us on Facebook and like this stream and share it with your friends and family. If you're on the YouTube side, little concept's a little different, but you can hit that share and share it out to anybody on a social platform that you choose to. And you also could hit that subscribe button and show the support here at Freaky Fast. But like Lee said, we will be live again this Saturday night at 8:45 with 2 more rounds to go as World Series of Sim Racing League takes on Pocono. Zach, is that the new Pocono?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yep. We'll be at the new Pocono layout. So make sure you tune in at 8:45 as Robert Moyer and Lee Tidwell will be you know, calling all the action there and seeing Zach Hall out on the track with everybody else over at the World Series of Sim Racing League. But until then, have a safe Friday. See you Saturday. Here at Freaky Fast, we like to say, God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Later, guys.
Come.